students! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So don't forget to subscribe, Math TikTok PH. Thank you so much!
Hello students, happy learning. So with that, our objectives of the lesson: first, describe the history of measurement. Second, identify the metric and English units of length measured. Third, determine what metric or English unit of measure is appropriate in measuring objects. And last, convert from one unit to another unit using the metric and English system of measures. Ito po yung kailangan natin matutunan or ma-master this week. With that, let's describe. So, in ancient times, people needed to measurement to determine how long or wide the things are. They need to measure objects to build their houses or make their clothes. Later units of measurement were used in trade and commerce. So yun yung ginagamit na nila, no, yung pakikipagkalakalan at pagninegosyo nila. Okay, and then in the 3rd century BC or before Christ in Egypt, people used their body parts to determine the measurements of objects. So ano-ano kaya yung mga body parts na yun para ma-determine nila yung mga sukat ng mga objects? So they use the cubit, hand, foot, or span, and other is digit. Okay, a digit is this, no? When we say digit, this is the tip of the index finger. Then we also have the palm, and this is the width of the one's hand excluding the thumb. Ibig sabihin mula dito, no, di ba? Ito yon. So this is a palad. So that is the palm. And another one is the handspan. Ibig sabihin yan, when you get or spread your handspan, that's the distance from the tip of the thumb to the tip of the little finger. Ito yon, yung little finger and the thumb. Yun yung tinatawag natin handspan. Yun yung dangkal. And the other one is the cubit. When we say cubit naman is the length of the one's arm or forearm length. Ito yun, no? The distance from the elbow to the tip of the middle finger. Yun yung ating cubit. Okay, meron din tinatawag na yard. This is the distance between your nose and your fingertip kapag in-spread po natin yan. Okay, yung ating kamay. So we call that yard. And then we also have the arm span. When we say arm span naman, kapag inopen po natin yung dalawang kamay natin, that is the distance between the middle finger tips on each hand when you stretch your arms out as far as they can reach. Ibig sabihin niya, ang arm span katumbas po niya 2 yards. Okay, so we also have the foot span. Ito naman yung distance between the tip of the tiptoe and end of your ankle. And last, we have the pace or ito yung hakbang po natin. Meaning to say the distance covered during a single step while walking. So yan yung mga ginagamit nilang body parts to determine the measurements of the objects during the ancient times or the BC. Okay, so with that, the forearm length was called the cubit. So ito yan, no? Okay. So and then we also have the palm and the handspan. Ano yung relationship or ng bawat isa dyan? Okay. So meaning to say the handspan was considered a half cubit. Okay, so yan yung kanyang katumbas, 1/2 lang siya. And then yung ating namang palm is considered 1/6 of a cubit. So yan yung kanyang katumbas, 1/6. Ibig sabihin, ang haba ng bisig po natin ay tinatawag na isang siko. Ang haba ng kamay ay tinatawag na kalahating siko. Ang haba ng palad ay tinuturing ng 1/6 at ang taga-Ehipto noon ay gumawa ng paraan na ito or unit na ito upang mas maging mas tumpak or accurate sa pagbibigay ng sukat ng iba't ibang uri ng mga haba. Okay, so that is how the Egyptians came up with these units to be more accurate and measuring different lengths. So with that, we are going to identify the appropriate body parts to measure the given objects. No, as you can see, so ano kaya ang appropriate body parts to measure the object? So we use or using the handspan to measure the length of a table. Okay, so meaning to say handspan. We also have this. Okay, using the cubit to measure the length of a scarf. Okay, and the other one, number 3, as you can see, using the foot span to measure the length of a carpet. So bibilangin mo lang yung iyong paa dyan kapag dinikit mo yan, and then how many foot span? That is equal to 6 foot span. Okay, yung kanyang carpet. And then last one, we also have to find the or determine what appropriate body parts to determine the distance between two trees using the foot span. Okay? So bibilangin mo lang din ang iyong paa kapag pinagdikit mo yan. And how many foot span? There are 7 foot span. Actually, pwede rin dyan yung cubit. Okay? So kaya lang mahirap gawin yun kasi sa lupa no yung ating kukunin yung distance nila. Okay, with that, the different body parts to measure objects, we have the hand span, cubit, foot span, tail span, digit, yard, and arm span. Okay, so ngayon napansin ng mga sinaunang panahon no, okay, the discrepancies arose when the people started comparing their measurements to one another because the measurement of the same thing is different. Kasi di ba, biruin natin, magkakaiba tayo ng body parts. Siyempre, kung ano yung sukat ko doon, kung ilan yung hakbang ko, hindi pares sa kanya or sa iba. Yun yung napansin ng mga tao nun. Kaya depending on who was measuring it. Okay, with that, dahil sa discrepancies nila, because of this, these units of measurement are called non-standard units. Tinawag siyang non-standard of units of measurement which later on evolved. Nag-evolve na siya into what is now, we call that inch or inches, foot or feet, yard or yards. These are now the basic units of length in English system of measurement. So napalitan na ngayon yung mga body parts kung kaya nagkaroon tayo ng non-standard units. So yan, yung inches is equal to 1 foot, 3 feet is equal to 1 yard. So with that, the result of measuring are merely approximations. Kumbaga kung mapapansin natin, no, they are just simply approximate. Tinatansya lang natin, no? Okay, kaya nga siya non-standard. Yun yung ibig sabihin nun. The result of measurement are merely approximations since measurements are not always exact. Kaya hindi pa rin siya accurate although napalitan na siya yung non-standard from the body parts. So oftentimes there is relatively error. Bakit kaya nagkakaroon ng error? Ano yung mga factors na yon? Okay, yun yung aalamin natin. So accuracy of measurements depends on 2 factors. We have first factor, the skill of a person doing the measurement. Siyempre naman, no, this can be developed through a constant practice. Kailangan na pa-practice po natin yung skills natin. Kaya hindi po natin makukuha yung accurate measure without the constant practice. Kaya nga, remember, practice makes perfect. So number 2 factor, the precision of the instrument used in measuring. Okay, remember, this is totally dependent to the measuring device. Siyempre, kailangan sakto, no? Kailangan accurate yung gagamitin natin to get the measure of the given object. Kailangan yung akma, di ba? Akma yung pagkakasukat natin at tama yung ginagamit natin. Okay, and we have this one. The English system of measurement was widely used until 1800s and then 1900s when the metric system of measurement started to gain around and became most used system of measurement worldwide. Okay, so napalaganap na po yun sa buong mundo. And then the first described by Belgian mathematician Simon Stevin in his booklet. Ito yung describe niya. So this is the art of tense and proposed by English philosopher si John Wilkins. The metric system of measurement was first adopted by France in 1799. In 1875, the General Conference on Weights and Measures was tasked to define the different measurements. So kaya nga lumaganap na yung ating measurement. So ngayon, pag-uusapan na natin ngayon yung nag-evolve na ngayon. Okay, remember, from body parts, naging non-standard, tapos nagkaroon na lang sila na system of measurement na English system tsaka metric system. So yun yung ating focus ngayon. Measurement. When we say measurement is a process or result of determining the ratio of a physical quantity such as the length, time, temperature, and others. So with that, kung mapapansin natin na what unit are we going to use to find the distance you walk in a week going to school? Okay, we are going to use the kilometer. Dito naman, the water a cat drinks in a day. Ibig sabihin, kada araw ano yung ating gagamitin to get the measure or the unit. Okay, we use the milliliter. Okay, and we have this, the lane width on the road. Okay, yung lapad ng kalsada. So we are going to use the meter. Yun yung mga appropriate unit for these given objects or things. Okay, and then we have this staple wire. I mean, this stapler. Okay, meaning to say we are using the inches. And then dito naman, this is a hands of a clock. We are using or the centimeters. And then the other one is the height of a ladder. Okay, yung hagdan natin naman, we are using the unit meters or feet. Okay, kung mapapansin natin, no, there are two, we have the English system and the metric system. Okay, yan yung mga pag-usapan natin kaya. Wherein we are going to define first, so ano yung pagkakaiba ngayon ng metric system at English system? Okay, when we say metric system, this is simply comes from the Greek word metron, meaning measure, and aside from that, it is also the universal system of measurement. Remember, kaya siya naging universal kasi napaka-accurate po niyan. Just simply, i-move lang natin yung decimal. Kaya nga meron tayong based on units or powers of 10 or multiples of 10. Kaya nga, di ba, either mag-move ka going to left or right or mag-multiply or divide. Yun yung pagiging accurate ng metric system na to. Okay, dito naman sa English system, this is most commonly used in the US, especially the England, no? Okay, but ano yung kanyang disadvantage? Units are not systematically related to each other and require memorization. Okay, so marami dito tayong i-memorize, no, for the conversion factor for you to identify or the change the unit. Okay, samantalang dito sa metric system, no need to memorize, just move the decimal point going to left or right or multiply or divide lang siya. Okay, kaya mas convenient yung metric system. Kaya nga siya mas accurate siya. Okay, and with that, let's have identify the base unit of each system, no? Yung metric system tsaka yung English system. Ang length na ginagamit dyan ay meter. Samantala sa English system naman, we have the inches, feet, or yard. Okay, dito naman sa mass, sa metric, we use the, for weight yan na gram, dito naman ay ounces or pounds, samantalang sa capacity for the metric, we have the liter. Dito naman sa English, that is ounce. And sa temperature naman for the metric, we have the Celsius. Dito naman sa English system, that is Fahrenheit. And time, we have the same. Seconds and minutes. So yan po yung mga base units po. Okay, with that, going on to conversion of metric units. Okay, paano ba tayo mag-convert? First, kailangan alam natin ang rule from larger unit to smaller unit. Okay, kailangan alam natin ano ba yung mga unit dito sa metric system na to. Okay, we have the kilometer or km, yung kanyang symbol. We have the hectometer. We have the decameter, also the meter. Remember, meter is the base unit of metric. And we also have the decimeter. And then, after that, the centimeter. At yung pinakabababa or pinakamaliit is millimeter. Remember, from larger, pinakamalaki na unit po ay kilometer. Pinakamaliit, si millimeter. Okay. Ibig sabihin niyan, ano yung rule na to? Okay, to convert from larger unit to smaller unit, all you have to do is just simply multiply by 10. Okay, mag-multiply ka lang ng 10 dyan, ibig sabihin, lalaki yung unit mo. Okay, from kilometer going down. Okay, meaning to say, to define the rule is simply to change from larger unit to smaller unit, mag-move lang tayo downward, pababa, by multiplying by a power of 10. Okay, meaning to say, pwede rin ito, no? Move the decimal point in the given quantity one place downward for each smaller unit until you reach the decimal unit. Okay? Ibig sabihin yan, kung nandito ka, kilometer, kino-convert natin papunta sa meter, syempre downward yon. Bibilangin mo lang yung step mo. Let's say 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3 meaning to say, base 10 power, remember, 10 raised to 3. Equivalent po is 1,000. Kaya nga mag-multiply ka ng 1,000 kasi 10 raised to 3, 3 kasi ang minog natin. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng move the decimal point in the given quantity. One place downward for each smaller unit. Okay? Susundan natin yung arrow. Hindi ka pwedeng pabalik, no? Iba naman rule yon. Okay, with that, dito naman tayo. From smaller unit to larger unit. Okay, kung mapapansin natin, we are going to start from the smaller. Ibig sabihin, ang pinakamaliit po dyan ay millimeter. Samantala, ang pinakamalaki ay kilometer. From the start, millimeter tayo. Okay, meaning to say, we are going to use this as conversion factor from smaller unit to larger unit. Remember, this is, we are going to divide. Kung kanina nag-multiply po tayo, kasi larger to smaller, ito naman ay smaller to larger. Divide by 10 naman dito. As you go up, divide po tayo by 10. Ibig sabihin, lumalaki yung unit po natin. And yan po yung ating arrow. Susundan po natin yan later on. Okay, and to define the rule, ano po yung rule natin dyan? The rule is simply to change from smaller unit to larger unit, move upward or divide by a power of 10. Okay, ibig sabihin, thus the move decimal point in the given quantity one place upward for each larger unit until the decimal unit is reached. Ibig sabihin, halimbawa, nandito ka sa centimeter, no? Ko-convert mo papunta sa meter. O, magka-count ka lang doon. 1, 2. Ibig sabihin, dalawa yon. 10 raised to 2. That is equivalent to 100. Ibig sabihin, since divide yan, magdi-divide ka lang ng 100 dun sa given mo. Yun na yung magiging sagot mo para makakuha yung iyong meter. Okay, so with that, let's apply units of conversion of metric system. Kailangan, ang skills na kailangan natin ma-master dito ay kung paano ma-identify kung liliit ba yung unit or lalaki. Okay, since ang given natin number 1, 15 hectometer, i-convert natin sa decimeter. Tignan natin yung arrow. 15 hectometer, di ba ito yon? Papunta ka sa decimeter. Ibig sabihin yan, bababa yung unit mo or liliit. Kaya we are going to count 1, 2, 3. Okay, what is 3? 10 raised to 3. Remember, 10 raised to 3, that is 1,000. Kaya nga, you have to multiply 15 times 1,000, 15,000 yun. Or just simply, pwede mo siyang gawin yung i-move, di ba? Ibig sabihin, andito yung decimal. Okay, nag-multiply ka lang siya. Okay? So, meaning to say, mag-add ka na lang ng 3 0. Andito siya. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that is 15,000. Okay, dito naman tayo sa number 2. 543 meter is equal to how many kilometer? Kilometer. Ibig sabihin yan, from meter, okay, titignan natin na, going to kilometer. Ano ba to? Lalaki ba yung unit ko or liliit? Tignan natin. Meter. If this is meter, papunta ka sa kilometer. Ibig sabihin yan, smaller to larger tayo. Okay? And that is how you are going to get. That is 1, 2, 3. Okay? And that is how many step 3? Remember, this is division, no? Kung kanina, ang ginawa natin dyan ay lumiit yung unit. Okay? Nag-multiply ka. Ito naman ay lalaki siya kasi umakyat tayo. And you are going to divide 10 raised to 3, that is 1,000. Since divide yan, i-divide mo yung given 543 by 1,000. Kaya nga, that is equal to ayan, 0.543. Remember, 543 divided by 1,000 or nag-move ka lang din ng decimal na 3. From here, you are going to move 1, 2, 3. Kaya until you reach the decimal point. Okay, let's have another. Number 3. 8.75 kilometer is equal to how many decimeter? Ang una mong aalamin dyan, liliit ba yung unit mo or lalaki? Kilometer, ito siya, di ba? Okay, kung kilometer to, papunta ka sa decimeter. Ibig sabihin yan, ang posible mo na lang gawin ay titignan dito. Okay, decimeter, asan ba yung decimeter natin? Ito yon. You are going to convert from larger to smaller unit. Kaya we are going to use this from here. Okay? So you are going to count the step. Bibilangin mo lang siya from kilometer. Bilang kang 1, 2, 3, 4. O 4 steps yun. Remember, 10 raised to 4. That is equal to 10,000. Ibig sabihin yan, kung nandito yung decimal point mo, magka-count ka lang ng 4. Okay, magta-times ka ng 10,000 or move mo lang ng 4. Since may dalawa na, 1, 2, 3, 4. Since wala nang digit, mag-add ka ng 2 0 or copy mo muna, no? 875, then add to 0. So that is how you are going to convert from larger unit to smaller unit. Okay, let's have number 4. 12.3 centimeter is equal to how many meter? Okay, centimeter, gagawin mong meter, ano ba to? Lalaki yung unit or liliit? Tingnan natin. Kung ito yung ating centimeter, ito yung centimeter natin, centimeter, you are going to move upward. Okay, kaya bibilangin mo siya yung step mo. Lalaki yung ating unit, smaller to larger. Kaya 1, 2. And the 2 steps, meaning to say 10 raised to 2 equals to 100. Okay, and therefore, multiply mo yon by 12.3 or you can simply move the decimal point. Kapag dinivide mo to, remember divide to kaya nga ang magiging value natin dyan is equal to 1, 2, 3. Then since nag-divide tayo by 100, kaya magiging 0.123 na siya. Okay? Minove lang natin 1, 2. Kaya nandito na yung decimal point natin. Okay? And with that, let's apply. Kim Tae-young playing basketball. The height of a ring is 3.05 meter. How high it is in centimeter? Okay, first, illustrate muna natin. Di ba, ito si Kim Tae-young. So, he enjoying playing basketball. Okay, so then you are going to write the given first. 3.05 meter is equal to centimeter. Ibig sabihin, ko-convert natin from meter to centimeter. The first thing that you're going to do is, kailangan alam natin yung conversion factor or yung rule natin, no, kung lalaki ba yung unit or liliit. Since meter to centimeter, tignan mo yan. From larger to smaller yon. Kaya nga, you are going to move the decimal point. Okay? So meter, i-move lang natin going to centimeter. Liliit siya. So count natin 1, 2. Since 100, kasi dalawa, 10 raised to 100. Ang gagawin natin, i-multiply natin kasi times by each move kasi, remember, that is 10. Kaya dalawa yan, 100. And that is 3.05 times 100. Yun magiging answer natin. But the other way, yung ibang paraan natin dyan para ma-solve yan, gagamit tayo ng tinatawag na dimensional analysis with the factors or conversion factor. Okay, so ibig sabihin nga, gagamit tayo ng pattern, 3.05 meter, magmumultiply ka ng kanyang unit fraction. Okay, dapat alam natin yung 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Remember kasi di ba dalawa yung minove mo, kaya 100 yon, 10 raised to 2. Kaya nga, pag sinet up mo yan sa fraction, kailangan yung denominator sa fraction mo, kaparehas yung unit nung given, which is meter. Okay, then you can now cancel the same. Kasi, okay, and then yung natira natin sa numerator, multiply mo dun sa given number, and that is equal to 305 centimeter. Copy mo lang yung iyong unit, kasi yun po ang magiging answer natin. Kaya, 3.05 meter is equal to 305 centimeter. Okay, let's have conversion of English system. Okay, first, kailangan natin malaman yung mga units of length in English system. We have the conversion factor. We have the 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. Ayan, yung isang ruler. Yung haba ng isang ruler ay meron tayo 12 inches. Okay, and sa 3 feet naman, ibig sabihin yan, isang yarda yon. 3 ruler ang katumbas ng isang yarda. Okay? And then, sa 36 inches, isang yarda yon. Okay, meaning to say, and then, ito yun, no? So, we have the example, yung TV, 1 yard yon, and then 36 inches. Okay, remember, ang isang yarda, yung isang, pag in-stretch natin yung kamay natin. Sa body parts yun, ha? Okay, and then, 5,280 feet is equal to 1 mile. Okay, kapag sobrang layo na ng distance natin. Okay, and then 1,760 yards is equal to 1 mile. Yan yung conversion factor natin para makapag-convert tayo dito sa English system of measurement. Okay, let's apply using the dimensional analysis. Remember, gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, meron tayong given, no? Yun yung units you have, yung number units you have, multiply natin doon sa unit fraction wherein yung units you want, yun yung magiging answer ng unit natin. Over the units you have, yun yung same ng unit. nung given, yung fraction sa denominator. Okay, and then, makakancel yung same unit dyan, and then, matitira yung units doon sa numerator. Okay, yan ang magiging pattern natin for the dimensional analysis for the conversion. Okay, example natin, let's have this. Convert each indicated unit. I have here number 1, 8 feet is equal to how many inches? Okay, ang una mong gagawin dyan, tignan mo ang inyong conversion factor. Okay, titignan mo dyan, anong gagamitin natin? Kailangan yung merong inches at may feet at the same time. So, all we have to do here is use this one. Kaya, next, mag-set up ka ngayon ng dimensional analysis. Laging nandito po yung given natin, no? Yun yung units you have. I-multiply mo siya by the units you want over the units you have. Kapag sinulat po natin itong 12 inches is equal to 1 feet, gagawin natin siyang fraction. Pero yung kanyang denominator ay yung unit niya dapat kaparehas dun sa given para makancel natin. Kasi yung nasa numerator na unit, yun po ang magiging answer dun sa given. Okay, and then you can now cancel the same unit. Lagi po nakakancel dyan. Yung natira dyan na number, i-multiply mo sa 8 numerator. Kaya 8 times 12, that is equal to 96. Then copy the unit. Kaya 8 feet is equal to 96 inches. Okay, let's have number 2. I have here 144 inches is equal to yard. Okay, ang una mong titignan dyan, anong conversion factor? Tignan mo yung inches at yard. Since ito yung ating inches at yard, yan po ang gagamitin natin. Hindi pwede ito kasi, di ba, feet ito, tapos yard, kailangan nyo may inches at the same time yard. Okay, and then, mag-set up ka ngayon ng dimensional analysis. Lagi pong nandito yung units you have or yung given, i-multiply mo siya by this conversion factor. 36 is equal to 1 yard. Pero, but take note, kapag sinulat natin yan sa fraction, kailangan yung unit nung given kaparehas doon sa denominator para ma-cancel natin siya. Kaya nga, that is cancel yung inches. And then, yung natira dyan, 1, di ba, numerator, 1 times 144, same pa rin yun. I-divide mo siya by 36. Yun yung magiging answer natin. Ibig sabihin, sa 144 inches, meron tayong 4 yards. Okay? And let's have number 3. Application. The height of Mayon volcano is 8,077 feet. How high it is in miles? So, ibig sabihin, i-convert natin yung height or yung taas ng Mayon volcano, no? So, given yung feet, ilan kaya ito sa miles? So, titignan natin, napakaganda ng sukat ng Mayon volcano or yung hugis. So, meaning to say, set up muna natin yung ating conversion factor. And at the same time, alam natin yung kanyang factors. So, 5,280 feet is equal to 1 mile. Then, set up natin yung dimensional analysis. And then, kailangan pag nire-write po natin itong given conversion factor sa fraction, kailangan yung denominator parehas doon sa given para ma-cancel natin. Okay, then you can now cancel the same unit. Yung natira dyan, i-multiply mo. 1 times 8,077, same pa rin yun. Divide by 5,280. So meaning to say, we have 1.5297 miles. So yan po ngayon yung equivalent ng 8,077 feet. Okay, let's have number 4. John Jungkook horse ran 4 miles in a riding at sunset in Malta in Bon voyage. How many yards did his horse run? Ibig sabihin si John Jungkook with the BTS, di ba? So nagkaroon sila ng riding. So and then we are going to find yung 4 miles na to sa yards. So ilan kaya siya? Okay? First, ang una natin gagawin, yan po yung illustration kasama yung mga members. And then write muna yung given. 4 miles is equal to blank yards. So, and then we are going to identify the factors. We have 1,760 yards is equal to 1 mile. Okay, then set up the dimensional analysis. And first, kailangan kapag nire-write po natin itong factor na to, kailangan yung denominator sa fraction kapares doon sa unit sa given, which is mile. Kaya nga, you can now cancel mile. And then, yung natira dyan, 4 times 1,760. Yun po yung magiging sagot natin sa 4 miles is equal to 7,040. Yan ngayon ang yards na nakakonvert kapag kinuha natin yung tinakbo or ni-ride ng horse ni John Jungkook. Okay, let's apply or determine what unit of measure is appropriate in measuring objects. Okay, number 1, length of Batasan Road in Quezon City. Okay, time's up. The correct answer is letter D. Kilometer po ang tamang ginagamit doon na unit. Okay, let's have number 2. The length of wire of phone charger. 5 seconds. Okay, the answer is letter A. Meter po ang tamang unit. Okay, let's have number 3. 8.45 meter is equal to how many centimeter? Okay, 5 seconds. Okay, the answer is letter D. 845. Okay, remember the conversion. I mean the movement. Nag-move lang siya ng dalawa kasi 100. Or minultiply. And that is number 4. We have 4.75 miles is equal to blank yards. 5 seconds. Okay, the answer is letter C. 8,360. Remember the conversion factor. And we have this 120 centimeter is equal to how many hectometer? Okay, the answer is letter C, 0.012. Okay, and then let's have number 6. Which is the largest unit of measuring length? Is it decameter, millimeter, meter, or kilometer? 5 seconds. Okay, the answer is letter D, kilometer po. Take note, millimeter po is yung kanyang pinakamaliit. Okay, let's have number 7. 15 feet is equal to how many inches? 5 seconds. Okay, the answer is letter B, 180. Okay, remember the conversion factor. Okay, let's have number 8. 15,840 feet is equal to how many miles? Okay, 5 seconds. Okay, the answer is letter D, 3. Remember? Dinivide siya by 5,280. Okay, with that, I hope you learned something about measuring and the history of